start that recording and start that stream. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Horsin Around, a Dumbass Cast. I'm your host, as always, Nick Mercadante, and with me today I have 4 lovely guests. If you'd like to introduce yourselves.
I'm Thomas Anderson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm Joseph Anderson.
Okay. You weren't even... You weren't even in order!
I was trying to confirm... I was trying to confirm the Anderson bit. We gotta keep
I woke up
going.
like an hour ago, so, you know.
Wow, me too.
Uh-huh.
Wow, you woke up early.
So what's your name, Mr. Woke Up an hour ago?
My name is Joseph Stalin.
You didn't need to do a bit. You could have just said your name, you know?
Hey guys,
I could have,
once again, it's
but then
me,
I want to get to do a
Angela,
bit.
here to slurp down an egg if it's bathed in Kobe's cum.
Once again, I would have left this call.
See, you
if I
make
didn't
these
need
jokes, but
someone.
you know Angela's never gonna fucking watch this, so she's never gonna, like, even be able to react to these jokes.
That makes
made at
it
her
funny
expense.
to me.
Hey guys, it's me, Angela. Can't wait to be on this week of Horsin' Around. What? It's at 4 o'clock on Saturday, like it has been for months. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't
fucking know. I fucking told you a month ago when it was gonna happen, and it's the one fucking time that I said I'd be on it for realsies, and then it's just gonna happen, and she's not gonna be here. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Fucking insane.
Wow.
Wait, did she say she wasn't?
You
gonna
guys
be
are
on
just
the
going on
Anderson
full send and
episode?
Angela, huh? Well, I mean, I'm Christian Meekman, you know.
No, she said she would be
you're
on.
Joseph Stalin.
She said she would be
I'm
on
sorry,
the anniversary episode,
I can't pull
but
off the bushy mustache.
am going to reserve judgment until she's literally there.
I would simply assume that she won't show.
I'm going to yell
to
at
be
her and
honest.
scream at her and shit and come until she fucking affirms that she's going to.
Well,
the
that last
show.
bit,
Affirmative
from what I've heard,
Can you
is
repeat that?
that's the key.
No, I'm not Kobe. See, that's the problem. So it's not the key in that scenario.
A common mistake, to be
Yeah.
fair.
All right, we need...
It's pronounced a common mistake, but okay.
Okay, God, we gotta move on.
Hey
go.
guys,
Well,
you
welcome to the Roast
guys
Angela Who Dat
wanna
podcast.
postulate what the Bozoverse could be and how David
It's
Arquette...
pronounced prostate, Nick.
No. All right, I'm going to.
No,
fucking
Bozo, Nick,
beg
you literally
for
asked me
this
for
show.
topics, and I go, we should talk about video games like we talked about
posted
movies at the
topics.
last thing. And then you're just like, we should talk about the Bozo universe because I watched the Red Letter Media video, and
Yes,
this topic's
and
gonna
I
go
need
so
to talk
far.
about it because it's so fucking out there. Why did
I
David
know.
Arquette, like, of all the things to bring back in 2022, like, I watched the interview before I hopped on here.
They keep bringing Marvel back, and I don't want to watch that shit. Like, that's not my fault.
No,
They're making another
yeah, but
Marvel
The only
like,
thing I will discuss regarding David Arquette is the fact that he's secretly fucking a masked wrestler, Serpentico, on AEW.
Hell
Is
yeah.
I
he
know you're
secretly the
lying to
masked
me,
wrestler,
David.
Or is he secretly having sex with that masked wrestler?
No, he is.
well,
Okay,
he was
okay.
talking about. I mean, I linked the video in chat for anybody that wants to watch, but he mentioned something
I don't.
about like merchandising, and he said something about WWE as far as part of a merchandising campaign. So perhaps Bozo the Clown is gonna fucking cameo with Vince McMahon
I
at
don't
some
know.
point.
They had
Like-
Chucky on an NXT like live show. It was fucking weird. Oh god. It's
canon.
Get into this. We cannot get into this.
But I want to, please, just give me, just give me like I just wanna pick your brains, and I just wanna ask what you could possibly imagine a Bozo cinematic universe would look like, because I'm really curious what the fuck anybody would postulate that to be. But
Nick,
we can't
the
get David
problem with the
Arquette on
Bozo
show.
cinematic universe is I only see one clown, and it's you.
Alright,
All right.
moving on.
Genuinely, and before we
pretty
hop
good.
off this topic, since nobody wants to fucking engage with this mind fuckery, it does seem like he wants to make
The
it,
Bozo
like,
cinematic universe is going to start Bozo the Clown. He's going to pitch it around to studios, and then no one's going to pick it up, and then our lives are going to go on. That's what's going to
Yeah.
happen, Nick.
You might try something with
Much like
NFTs
Top
just because
Gun
that's the hot
Maverick.
thing right now, but other than that, I don't see it going anywhere.
at the
I'm
very.
gonna buy a old intellectual property about a clown just so that Nick goes fucking nuts about it, and is like, guys, I have the perfect topic for the
all I
podcast
want to
this week.
see in this Bozo verse is I want to see Bozo dubbed over meet the original Bozo, and I want them to fight each other. And I want to see who.
I
would
want
win.
them to
That's how
team
fight.
up and fight the original Bozo villains because they don't know how to create original good villains in the Bozo cinematic universe now.
Or a Bozo
What are
villain.
Bozo villains, Jacob?
Society.
Oh, okay. Well, they definitely. I mean, Society got rid of the circus,
Society.
so they're not far off.
No, the Joker's in the after credit scene, and so but they remove him at the end of it because they can't have the Joker and Bozo in the same universe because of a rights dispute.
A cameo with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, is it Joaquin Phoenix or is it Jared Leto? Which Joker are we working with that's going to
Definitely
be
not Jared
incorporated into the
Leto.
Bozo cinematic universe?
It's an impersonator.
It's a
An
Joker
imposter, if you will.
impersonator.
Alright.
But
That's fair.
No,
fucking-
it's what's his name? Shit, it's Tim Heidecker.
No. You know who it is? It's the fucking Gotham City imposter Jokers that come in.
I
and they're-
love that game.
I mean, there's you've mentioned this before, and then you
If
try
you
to
say
get people
Gotham
to
City
play it.
imposters three times in a row, Lul's gonna show up. Be careful.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it was
watch it.
Lul that was trying to get us to play it. I fucking
Yeah.
forgot
And
about
I played
that.
it with them, and I was like, "This was
I
fun back
love-
on the 360, but it's not fun now. I'm sorry. I apologize. I need to leave."
I gotta go.
The servers for
I gotta get out of here.
There's there's like one server that still works,
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's fucking.
and it doesn't work well.
It's fucking Gotham
Well,
City
nothing about it
imposters.
ever worked well.
Yeah.
What about the maneuverability? It's unlike any other shooter game of its time.
Anyways, I wish David Arquette the best. He seems like he's trying to do a nice thing with it, and he has a genuine love for Bozo the Clown.
This is what happens when
but
Courtney
I
Cox
really-
breaks up with you. That's all I'm saying.
When Courtney Cox breaks up to you, you like
You
try to
revert to clown. Your inner
you
nature of
restart your
clown.
wrestling. You restart your nascent wrestling career and get into a death match with Nick
How old is
Gage.
he?
Was David?
But you they can't know that you're David Arquette. That's the problem. You're too famous
he's
now.
50 years old?
So was he
Because
a
if you come
wrestler
back onto
in
the
the
scene, they're
past?
gonna be like, he's
Yeah,
he's
he's
the
So
screen
okay,
guy.
so famously during the dying days of World Championship Wrestling, which
Mhm.
was in the 1990s, that was the competing promotion of national prominence in the United States with then the WWF.
Okay.
It beat the WWF for a long time, and then the ratings started to decline in like 1999, and then in 2000, I believe, as a tie-in with the movie David Arquette was in called Ready to Rumble, which featured a number of WCW wrestlers and was kind of produced in conjunction with the
Mhm.
company.
Mhm.
David Arquette was booked to win the World Championship. Like he pinned a wrestler and won, in the which is like ridiculous because
Yeah.
like
He came out of
David Arquette-
nowhere and he just won the fucking championship.
and like the thing is like David Arquette, who is a huge fan of wrestling, genuinely like didn't
Yeah.
want to do it because he's like, well, this title was supposed to be and he's like talking to like
Oh,
Diamond
yeah.
Dallas Page
He
at the
doesn't
time.
even
who
want
was-
it. Yeah.
And Diamond Dallas Page is like a 15, 16-year veteran of the wrestling industry, and is like, I've never won this title. And he's this fucking random celebrity who's gonna win it.
Oh my god.
And like he didn't want to do it. He felt bad about it.
Mhm.
He donated all the money he was paid from WCW to the widow of a wrestler who died prematurely,
Mhm.
as unfortunately a lot of wrestlers do.
Wow.
Especially at that time. And so years later, he like wanted fans always gave him shit for like, oh, you fucking like this terrible like idea that wasn't his idea, but he went along with because he was trying to be a good company man. So like years later, he said, you know what? I want to redeem myself from that as a fan. I'm gonna train for real to be a wrestler and like wrestle on the independent scene, which he did, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But then
It's
that
the subject
culminates.
of the film. You Cannot Kill David Arquette. I'm just
Yes, yeah, and famously there is a match which I actually watched live. I don't know what prompted. I guess you heard about that. I had heard some other matches on this GCW show, Game Changer Wrestling, which is a prominent independent promotion. And so he gets in a match with this guy, Nick Gage. Now, Nick Gage is famous for being a wrestler in a promotion in the early 2000s called Combat Zone Wrestling, which was famous for deathmatch style wrestling, which generally involves you hitting your opponent with a bunch of shit and making them bleed. That is generally the reason that.
Yikes.
So barbed wire, chairs, thumbtacks, light tubes.
Oh.
Nick Gage, who famously legally died on a medevac helicopter after a deathmatch event in which his fucking like I forget what got pierced, but something got pierced and he was blood. He literally he legally died in the helicopter. They revived him.
Holy shit! What the
So
fuck?
like, this guy is hardcore. As he says, he's MDK all day. MDK standing for Murder, Death, Kill Gang. Eastern Bloc Hate Club.
Me too.
I
Me
mean,
too. Yeah.
Anytime I hear that someone like went past the edge and came back, that I'm done. They won.
They're on another level.
So like Nick Gage is like a
Nick
pretty.
Gage
He also
died.
before he also had like there's a really great Dark Side of the Ring, the Vice show episode about him about his life that you should watch. Yeah, are you looking up how long he was dead for? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
Jesus.
like he was dealing with a bunch of like addiction issues and depression, and so like he impulsively robbed a bank like without any real plan. Like he wasn't wearing a mask, which is funny because he wore like it's part of his ring entrance. He wears like a fucking bandana wrapped around his face like a robber would, but he did it for the actual bank robbery. But like his friends and he will tell you that like I wanted to get caught. I needed to like fucking change my life. So he decided to rob a bank and he went to prison for armed robbery and paid his debt to society and came back.
What did this have to do with David Arquette? I don't know how we got here.
Well, I'm giving the backstory for like David Arquette is in this match against this dude. And David Arquette, like he's like he's in his late 40s, like he's learned to wrestle, but like this is a very different kind of wrestling
This is
than
older
like
men fucking going at it, not a young man's game in this particular instance.
Well, just like the style of wrestling is now. Oh, we're just doing like acrobatic moves and holds. Like he's like I'm gonna fucking like cut your head open with a pizza cutter, like like that shit.
Mamma mia!
In this match, like it clearly gets very over David Arquette's head, and he starts freaking out, and you see Nick Gage kind of go like start like doing like actual like he starts like trying to essentially having to like do real like holds and moves on him to say like, dude, calm the fuck down, like we're gonna. And then they quickly had to like end the match in a weird way because David Arquette was freaking the fuck out about what was happening. Understandably, because he probably was not expecting this, but
but
it's like a reasonable reaction.
Just let him cut the head. It's fine.
Just let him cut you with the pizza cutter.
Just let him cut you open.
Nick Gage
is
a decade younger.
Bro, we all know red equals green, brother.
Oh no.
All right. Moving on from David Arquette and the Bozo.
David Arquette digression. So what I'm saying is Bozo should do a Nick Gage death match. Is really
that would be pretty cool.
There we go.
There's a wrestler Bozo. That'd be pretty epic.
Yeah.
I'd be down to
One of them's
that.
going to the edge, but they're probably not coming back.
Do you think they'll do the? Do you think they'll do the bucket, Nick?
Famously has a 6-minute fight scene.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up, Jake.
What were you saying, Jacob?
Do you think they'll bring back the Bozo bucket where you can drop it in the first or any of the numbered buckets and you get a prize if you do it?
Oh yeah, I too watched the Red Letter Media video where they
shut the fuck up, bitch! You started this whole thing by watching the Red Letter Media.
Hell fucking yeah, I did.
Yeah, this is all on you.
Stones in a glass house, right?
I can't believe Jacob watched the Red Letter Media video. He used to call me out at the start of this bit. I'm gonna call him out for watching the same video.
Yeah, damn straight. To turn it around. You wanted to talk about 2022 games, and I'm looking.
No, I don't want to talk about 2022 games.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, I just wanted to say specifically, like I pulled up the list that that comes up with Google, and there's a good number of these games that I don't think are gonna come out in 2022. So let's start there. Like fucking.
You shut your damn mouth.
I'm thrilled for Mario plus Rabbids Spark of Hope because the first Mario plus Rabbids game was absolutely fantastic.
I think
It
on
fucking sucked.
I enjoyed it, so I'm kind of excited for it.
I like that formative game, and I did not like it.
It's rabidly fantastic. Come on, you didn't add the Rabbids part of that descriptor on there? I heard a lot of good things
about Rabbids plus Mario or Mario plus Rabbids.
I did not think it was a good example of that type of game.
Maybe
it's because there's no aliens in it and there's no permadeath, so it's kind of a baby game for babies.
I can't romance my Fire Emblem.
He's got a point.
I think I think perhaps you just had different expectations. You wanted Fire Emblem, and instead you got XCOM.
Yeah, you couldn't romance the female Peach Rabbit. Or the fucking
Shut up
Peach
right
Rabbit.
Jamie being called out.
Do you, because I know both Beekman and Jacob, you're both into this game, Stalker 2. Do you think that game's going to come out this year, or do you think it's going to get delayed again?
September already.
Yeah, it just got moved to December.
Look,
I think it's early 2023. What do you think, Big? Sorry.
I would agree. Look, the first Stalker game took fucking 7 years to come out, and GSTJ World is like a weird fucking like there's a weird company if you look at their history. So like, I will believe Stalker 2 has been released when I am looking at Stalker 2 running on my computer.
Yeah,
I'm playing it.
Very fair.
I have a similar one in that category, which is Vampire the Masquerade's Swan Song, which is Vampire the Masquerade's 2.
Is that shit, okay? So they
that shit's slated to come out this year, and that shit ain't coming out this year.
Oh wait, they renamed it? I didn't realize that.
They renamed it. I assume that had to do with them firing the original production company they hired to make it.
Oops.
And that's why I'm convinced it's not coming out this year, because
yeah,
like,
if you're gonna rebuild the game from the ground up, then,
it's fine.
Yeah.
They released a Vampire the Masquerade's Battle Royale before they got anywhere close to finish this.
Swan Song is a different game.
It's a different game? What the fuck?
It's a different. Yeah.
So
that's even funnier.
So that's
almost
the
funnier.
In production.
Yeah, there's like a billion White Wolf games happening. It's weird. They're like, they saw what Warhammer 40K did with their licenses. They're like, what if we just put out fucking 800 video games? They started shitting here. Like, oh. Yeah, Swan Song. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There's another video game coming out that I'm excited for, but I think I can't remember if I put it on my list or not. I'll talk about it later. Oh, I could have put this in the games chat. I'm so dumb.
I love that the initial release date when I Google Bloodlines 2 is still 2021.
Yeah, this game was announced back in 2019 before like all that shit went down with Bloodlines 2. So yeah, Bloodlines 2 is still happening. So now you got 2 vampire games.
Yeah,
3 if you count that weird battle royale or that battle royale thing that they.
Swan Song looks. I mean, it says it's an RPG, so I guess I'm on board. But like,
yeah.
Well, does this?
Well, I mean, at least there will be an RPG for the Masquerade once again, because. Well, that's what I was saying. Bloodlines 2. I don't think I think that production company got fucking fired, and then they're like, "So what do you have for us to start working on?" And they were like, "Nothing. Start over."
Nothing.
No,
I'm on the website right now. And for Bloodlines 2, and their last development update was February 23rd, 2021. So not a great sign. For Bloods.
In November 2021, Paradox, who's the publisher, Paradox Interactive, said that they were happy with the progress, but they needed more time before revealing the release date. So as of November of last year, the game is still happening.
Okay. But no hard release date. It's still in Nebulous.
Yeah, I would guess that game is probably not out until 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have a segue because Beekman brought up the Warhammer franchise, I believe, unless I misheard.
No,
and Blood Bowl 3, baby, Blood Bowl 3 is coming out this year. Fuck yeah, Blood Bowl.
I thought you were like Total War Warhammer 3.
Oh, that's also on my list, but I want to talk about Blood Bowl 3 first. I love Blood Bowl.
Blood
Bowl's a game where I go, I'm gonna play this quickly in between something, and then I go, shit, these games are like 2 hours long. Fuck.
Well, it's like real football in that way, yeah.
It really is.
Do they have commercial breaks and everything? That's pretty wild.
Every play is supposed to be 2 minutes long, but it takes way longer than what it seems like it should.
Very topical, Jack.
Yeah,
I had to.
Looking at this list, I think I'm looking forward to.
I can toss the Game Informer list out here real quick as well.
Who wanted Arc 2? Why was that?
Who wanted
Diesel,
Arc in the
because
first place?
he's in the game, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in the fucking cinematic trailer for Arc 2.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. He was at the same.
Fuck, yeah, I forgot about that.
At the same Game Awards where he and the
Vin.
Fast and Furious co-star, I don't remember which one, but one of them showed up on stage to take the place of like Half-Life Alyx because they backed out at the last minute. At that same Game Awards, they also showed Arc 2 where Vin Diesel was the CGI fucking face character that they had.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that stuff is so fucking weird, and that company is
Arc
embroiled in weird shit.
It's very popular.
Not just kids, a lot of people play Arc. It's very popular internationally.
Yeah.
Fucking kidding me.
It's like the Rust community and shit, like that survival building stuff.
Wasn't
know?
there?
Yeah, I know what the game is.
That like got super rushed to the point where it was literally just or they didn't even bother to change half of the shit that said Arc, and it was just the same game. But
Yeah, that's the
reskinned.
pirate one that they tried peddling. And
Didn't they
everyone-
find like they ripped off like they used BattleEye anti-cheat, and like the implementation of BattleEye anti-cheat they used was like just straight ripped from Arc. Like there's references to Arc in it, and they're just
Oh,
No,
maybe
I-
that was a different one. Maybe that was
not
a
even
different
in not even in Battle Eye,
Atmos.
just straight up in the game, they
Oh,
still had
shit.
references to it being Arc instead of like I want to say it was called Atlas or some shit.
Atlas.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay, then yeah. I was thinking of the right one. Okay.
Atlas.
Yeah. I'm excited for Sonic Breath of the Wild. Gotta say,
Yeah, I'm
I don't
excited
think
for
that's
that
coming out in
and Kirby Breath of
2022.
the
That's
Wild.
on this
I really
list,
don't
and I
either.
really don't believe it's going to come out in 22. Considering we saw like what looked like a vertical slice basically, and then some cinematics. I really
Kirby Breath of the
doubt-
Wild's coming out though. Kirby Breath of the Wild's coming out.
That is
Oh,
true.
dude, I am
That's
pumped
That's gonna be
for
cute.
Kirby. I want to get it.
I've never
they
been
gave
able to
Kirby
get
a
into
gun.
Kirby games, but I respect
Oh,
it.
finally.
It is it's such like a cute just vibe.
Kirby games are fun.
Yeah.
Kirby's got that fucking ratchet now. He's got
When do
that
we think-
strap.
When do we think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out? Just
maybe this year. Actually, no.
Did you say maybe this year? You're insane,
It
Nicholas.
says it's coming out this year. I don't believe that.
Did you play the
need to-
believe
they
it
need
comes
to
out
actually
holiday
show
this
some
year.
fucking gameplay. Yeah, it might be
Ooh,
holiday or it gets
beginning with
pushed to
holiday this
January.
year.
Yeah, but
of
Nintendo
2023.
always plays it very close to, like, they don't really show a lot of shit until like
Yeah.
the year the game is coming out. So
That's
like
true.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
w-
going to be their big thing at E3 this year, and then they're going to have a holiday. It's going to be their holiday slam dunk.
It
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
which is
They
why
might
I'm
have
also
any-
sort of confident that Starfield is coming out, because like
Really?
Bethesda doesn't announce shit with the exception of the Elder Scrolls 6
Yeah.
And also
say.
Starfield.
and also Starfield, but like they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Starfield
Might
in
also
any
have the
detail.
leniency of the whole COVID thing. I mean, that's the thing you can say a lot about a lot of these
Yeah.
games, is that like Breath
I
of the Wild
expect,
2
like,
might have
at-
come out earlier if it wasn't for COVID. Who knows?
Oh.
At E3 time this year or whenever Xbox or Microsoft has an event, like a big reveal event, they'll show like a big like an actual Starfield trailer with something more resembling in-game footage, and then yeah, because that was the cycle for Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 and all these
Mhm.
other
Yeah.
games. Like they announce it like they start talking about it in earnest the year it comes out, and then
Yeah.
they ramp up the information, and then the game comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
I,
I'm
for
excited.
one, am excited to launch my spaceship, black out, and wake up in a wooden cart.
Oh my fucking
Of course.
god!
If we actually
I'd
do
have
the
to
Elder
hand it
Scrolls
to
6.
Todd if that happened. I'd be like,
I-
damn, you
I
got us
wouldn't
again.
even be mad.
Honestly.
That'd be
It's not even
so
Skyrim in the
fucking
new
good.
engine they made for the
It's
Starfield
just
stuff.
Skyrim.
It's just
It's
Skyrim.
It's just the
Dude,
PS3
what if-
version.
So the beginning is
emulated.
really fucking good graphics, and it's like,
different
here you go.
cinematic.
Unironically, my favorite E3 Skyrim bit is when they were like, haha, we put Skyrim on the Alexa. Isn't that funny? But then it turns out they actually did
Yeah.
put
Oh,
Skyrim
yeah.
on the Alexa. And you're like, Todd, this isn't a joke anymore. This is a problem. What you did was show me your collection and be like, huh, isn't it funny I got all these? And you're like, no, it's not healthy, Todd. Put it away.
You got a problem. You need to seek therapy.
I would love it if they made it so that it was like a game within a game thing where you get on the ship, you launch it, you black out, you wake up in the cart in
That
Skyrim.
would be
You
funny.
have to beat the main quest line in Skyrim, which nobody ever fucking does. So it takes forever, and then after doing that, you black out again, and then wake back up on your spaceship. It was like, wow, that
Wow,
was
what a weird
dream.
dream. Time to go science this.
You have to
You-
beat
you
all
want
of
me to-
Skyrim to play
Additional
Yeah.
60
Starfield.
hours.
I'm interested in that game. It seems like with a lot of the stuff they're showing is like sort of a more real, like, you know, shows like The Expanse, like that style of science fiction, which I
Mhm.
think
I
is
mean,
cool.
I thought they only show like a cinematic, like another one this
Yeah,
past
but
year?
they put out a bunch of videos like talking about the universe and
Okay.
like the stuff, and like it said like 20 years after these wars between like you know, the classic Earth government fights the outlying colonies
Mhm.
scenario.
Totally.
And I'm like,
Oh,
that's
so
cool.
Titanfall,
Like,
but without like the cool Titans.
well, I mean,
It's just
like
fall.
Yeah,
every
but
piece of
with
like
the
every
science
campaign.
fiction.
I know.
Yeah.
With a player
single-player
base.
section.
So I'm
Shut
worried.
up.
I'm worried though. You're like going out and they're talking about, oh, explore the galaxy's mysteries. I'm like, uh oh. Are there gonna be ancient aliens in here? Are we gonna have to deal with ancient aliens? The albatross
And the
around the
entirely
neck of
possible
every
they built the
for
pyramids.
aliens.
Yes.
science fiction game around Halo and around fucking Mass Effect is the fucking ancient alien. I'm tired of ancient aliens.
The answer is yes, but
You,
I'm gonna
you just
throw
want
a hot
new
take.
aliens. You want to find some microbes that are
give me that new
not going
shit.
to be an intelligent species until millions of years from now.
I mean, that's what I like about the Expanse is like there is alien shit in the Expanse books and TV show, but like it's just like, yeah, it's this weird fucking proto molecule shit. Where did it come from? Well, I don't know. Who the fuck know? Like it's just like this unknowable thing that like you'll never really get the answer to because the people who made it are like long dead. So it's just a thing we have to deal with.
It's like Spore.
Yeah,
But,
it's like Spore.
Can I make
something
my character look like a giant penis?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, if
Yeah,
we got that
sure.
Bethesda character creator going, yeah.
There's
Good
like
point.
there's like a really niche community of people that still like avidly and often use the Spore creature creator, and they've modded it so that you can basically create
Yeah.
just about
I've seen that,
anything
They
in
basically
there.
just made it into like into like Blender.
Yeah,
That's because
almost,
it's
like, to
a
that
good
degree.
character creator. I unironically look. I'm gonna be like that guy, but I'm a defender of Spore. Like,
Well,
is it a
was
game
the,
with problems?
I mean, the creature
yeah.
creator and the creature
But-
stage was the best part
Spore's
of
It's a neat
Spore.
idea.
Yeah.
Spore's a neat idea, and maybe it's because I didn't grow up with the hype of Spore and just got it at like a book fair.
Yeah,
And
it
they're
was
like, "You want to play
definitely-
Spore?" And I bought Spore, and I was like, "This game's fucking nuts! Oh my god,
Yeah.
I fucking
a lot
love
of-
it!
there's a lot of
gotta
charm
play
to
as a
Spore.
I gotta play as an amoeba, and then the amoeba at the end goes to space. Whoa!
I love the little feature of Spore where they had the like Gigantamaxed versions or like the kaiju versions of some creatures that would just spawn in sometimes, and they would be there from the creature stage through like the space age, and like even if you're
Yes.
flying around in your spaceships over a planet, you could see these giant monsters running around.
That's cool
sometimes.
shit.
Like, and then even in the fucking civilization, like Earth stage, where you're like building cities and stuff, they could like attack your cities like a fucking Godzilla scenario. It's just like
You have
it's
to
neat.
defend it.
Yeah. And then you could I think that if you like min-maxed your character, you could actually kill one in the creature stage. But like it would be next to impossible.
I have a very vague remembrance of an early YouTube video I watched that made me, in modern parlance, pog the fuck out by watching someone kill
Yeah,
a
kaiju.
giant creature in the creature stage.
It's powerful. They're
Speaking about
powerful ants.
evolution, I'm so ready for the gods of chaos to evolve us into a whole new world, and Total War Warhammer 3 now coming to PC, and
Yeah.
that's it.
It's weird. It's all of a sudden I'm like, man, there's all these strategy games coming out now that I want, like specifically RTS games, which is weird because like
Yeah.
I don't know,
They-
RTS has sort of been a stagnant.
I mean, I think a
genre
lot
for
of
the
people
past.
have been waking up to that. I guess they've been like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Because like I
got time
looked
to
at
play RTSs now.
Wait,
Yeah.
StarCraft 2 was a good game? Oh my god. We gotta
Well,
get
I
on
just,
this
like,
shit.
I looked at the list of games
Yeah,
I'm
wake
looking
up
forward
Korea.
to this year, and like a number of them. First of all,
Dune
it's
Wars?
it's especially weird that there are like 3 Cold War modern-ish real-time strategy games coming out this year. It's like,
Tell me
what-
more.
So, yeah, the war game devs, Eugen Systems, actually in the next 5 days will be releasing the early access version of Warno, continuing their tradition of hilarious
Fuck
dumb
is
military jargon
Warno?
names.
Oh, God.
Warno, which is short for Warning Order.
All right. Okay.
What? Are you sure about that one?
Yeah, that's what a Warno is, a warning order,
Oh,
aka a preliminary notice of an order or action which is foul of.
Wait, it's these
of or
guys?
action.
Oh, this looks fun.
Shit, I remember playing these guys. Are these the guys who made that? Hold on, I gotta figure out what game
They made Ruse. They made Active
Ruse.
War
Thank you,
Direct-
thank
yeah.
you. I fucking love Ruse, dude. I want to play. Fucking Beacon. You just added something to the wish list.
Added
So
to the
fucking
wish list,
hard.
baby. And
I
then,
love Ruse.
Speaking of the science fiction stuff in the Expanse, there's this other game coming out in early access in February called Nebulous Fleet Command, which is like, yo, what if we made an RTS with like the fucking space combat mechanics from the Expanse, where you're fucking just shooting rail guns, and you got like all the point defense cannons shooting down like all the incoming torpedoes, and it's all crazy 3D space, and you're like fucking orbiting around asteroids, flank people, and like, yeah, I don't know how this will work, and it's probably gonna be horribly complicated. I'm really frustrated, but this looks fucking awesome. I'll try it.
I mean, that
It looks
reminds me
really
of
cool.
Planetary Annihilation, that fucking RTS
Yeah.
where you play as a bunch of robots.
Oh,
Classic. Well, Planetary Annihilation. Sorry, I'm gonna pog out about Planetary Annihilation real quick. Sorry,
it's a
I'm
good
using
game.
lingo.
Good game.
Only
Stop
the
saying
kids
that.
know. Great game. They were literally like, "Hey, what if your hero unit was the base?" And you're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And then you play it, and you're like, "Yo, what the fuck? When the hero unit dies, it goes nuclear and fucking explodes on the map."
Mm-hmm. And I never got to. Every time I played that game, I suck at RTSs in general, but that one I was able to have like a little bit more fun with because you could do.
It's so slow.
Absolutely asinine shit of like, if you really like turtled yourself up for a while and you were able to snag like some moons or whatever, you could just fucking throw a thruster on one of those and launch it at another planet just for fun and blow them both up, like. Or you could kamikaze yourself, which is also hilarious in its own right. And you could build the fucking Death Star if you got onto that metal planet and like built enough of the like resources or whatever to like build it up to that. It was so cool. What a good game. What was it? There was another game. You know what's a game? I'll link it in the Horse Around chat real quick. But there's a game that I think they showed off maybe in 2020. But I've never been more visually intrigued by something that's literally just a love letter to like it's H.R. Geiger, the guy that did like the stuff for Alien and that shit.
Yeah. Are you talking about Scorn?
Yeah. Yep. I just linked it, and it's literally
Nick's ready to get scorned.
Every time I look at it, I'm looking at the fucking trailer right now on Steam, and I'm like, what the fuck is
the gameplay
this?
is the only thing that gives me hesitancy about it, because it kind of does look like generic walk around interaction shoot thing. But I do agree, it is.
I think the environment might be strong enough to just sell me on that. Like, I might just be okay with just walking around and shooting things once in a while, because like everything in here just looks like a mindfuck.
Sorry, I have an announcement from the Warno trailer. It says "War begins now." I gotta go.
Oh shit! Oh god, we gotta get drafted.
Yeah, listing immediately.
Yeah, actually, has a tie-in with the Warmo promotion. Russia is invading Ukraine.
Shit! Wow, that's pretty crazy. I can't believe they got that deal worked out.
For the draft.
For y'all, I won't be drafted.
No, I called him up. I called up Uncle Joe and said, "Yeah, my boy Jack, he's ready to go."
Don't worry, they got a drone pilot's chair just warmed up for you. So,
oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean you'll be sitting down, but not in a drone's pilot's chair. You'll be in that M1A2 Abrams SEP V3, baby.
Woo!
You're gonna have a fucking weeaboo tank operator co-pilot, just fucking at your side.
I mean, yeah, they're already naming tanks Baby Yoda, so you know.
Oh no!
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
This is society.
What else? What else is on this list? I you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be controversial. I'm still interested in Rainbow Six Siege Extraction.
Me too, baby.
I was wondering about
Even though Ubisoft's a bad company, fuck them.
And it's also any lingering hesitations I might have had got dropped when they were like, "Oh, it's also gonna be on Game Pass." So I'm just like,
it's called Rainbow. Yes, that's the main thing.
Ubisoft, can you I don't know, can you make some Tom Clancy games about
No, make more of the
Tom Clancy
kiss
shit.
each other.
All
All
right?
right.
You play as Tom Clancy.
They can kiss each other. I just I don't know. I want to
I like
conduct
Jack's
urban
idea.
anti-terrorist operations. That's all I want to do. Please.
No. This is called Tom Clancy's.
I'm so hungry.
And so what you do is you sit down and you're at a keyboard for 9 hours of the day and you're typing out the latest novel. That's what
you
you
give
that's
feedback to your mediocre ghostwriter. It's all about you checking your bank account. Your ghostwriters publish shit novels.
Well,
and you watch the numbers go up.
Are you playing Tom Clancy's Ghost, a literal ghost in this case? Because
it's a new Ghost Recon game. It's Tom Clancy's the ghost, and he's reconning
Tom
the Ghost
Clancy's
Rider.
Ghost is doing recon.
I mean,
on his bank
Extraction
account.
looks fine. I've seen some. I'm just I don't. don't care about like.
They're gonna Splinter
Zombie
Cell.
war
They got
shooters.
split. They said this is how Splinter Cell Man used to sound. Do you guys remember how Splinter Cell Man used to sound?
He doesn't sound like this. This isn't Michael Ironside. I'm very angry. I'm very upset.
Oh god! But at least you fucking get him. You got something. You get fucking.
No, I would rather not. I would rather have. I would rather not. I'd rather
He would
not be in the
rather.
game.
That's what he said. He'd rather die. That's what he said.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
But
yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
I just like listen. I would just like Tom Clancy just look, man. Russia invading shit is big again. It's in the news. It's topical. You could just do that.
Just go back
just
and
have the
play
Russians.
more fucking Ghost Recon Wildlands. All right, you'll just fucking have to enjoy that for the next.
The
15
cartels.
Years.
Watch out!
Ah!
Oh my god!
Did anything new about Saints Row ever get dropped?
Yeah, they've been
Still happening.
doing some
They
media
put out
for
some new
it.
trailers and like dev diary
Okay.
shit, but you
Hey,
know it seems.
The
like one of
latest
those
trailer
games.
makes me feel like they might have been like, oh wait, remember when we tried making the first trailer a little more serious? We forgot. People who want to play Saints Row really don't want that. And then the second trailer
first
was
trailer made it look bad.
Yeah.
the new trailer was kind of like, isn't Saints Row kind of silly? There are silly sounds, and I was like, all right.
All right, you still got the Saints Row stuff in it. That's what
All
I'm
right, people are
worried
doing.
about.
You got wrestling movie animations in this game. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
All I'm saying is I go to GTA for my regular VeggieTales content, and when it's time for silly songs with Larry, I go to Saints Row.
I guess that. Yeah, I guess that
It's
works.
a great
Yeah.
analogy.
All right.
Well, it's
It's the peak of art.
Yeah.
But speaking of cartels,
hmm
Oh no.
back on my bullshit. And speaking of controversial companies who I probably shouldn't support at all.
Oh boy, is it
by
6
purchasing
days in Fallujah time?
I don't. I mean, I maybe that game will come out this year. I don't know. But I was thinking of
Beacon
Call
was
of
saying he
Duty
took a-
Modern Warfare 2 (parentheses 2022).
Oh right, that
They're
would be
remaking
when
it?
that game would come out because of their fucking yearly grind.
There's been a lot of and considering the
What is the release date?
I played the beta for Vanguard, and I went, I think I like the style
and then
Cold War more.
apparently they are moving up this game's release date to October as opposed to November because Vanguard was like, oh,
Oops.
this is the worst selling Call of Duty game in 14 years.
Whoa,
Oh.
really? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Well, to be
Ooh.
specific, that is according to the UK sales data, so it's the worst
Oh.
Call of Duty game selling. But the UK sales data generally is pretty indicative.
Okay.
Can be extrapolated to worldwide in a lot of cases. So
I mean,
I don't wanna-
I feel like that's a little hollow though when you consider that Warzone is free and then they're probably getting a fuck ton of money still out of the Warzone
Yeah.
might have kneecapped Vanguard.
I
and
don't think
future
that's
Call of
it.
Duty
I don't
games.
think that's
because
it.
Cold War sold well. Cold
Yeah,
War
I-
sold
That's a
well.
little
People
bit of
like.
it, but I don't really think that's all.
I
of
think
it.
I Cold War sold well. I didn't like that game, and I found it disappointing. But it sold well.
I like
so
that game.
But yeah, I think just in general, people are like, oh, another World War II game, and then they saw, I was like, this is you're weird. This is barely World War.
Yes,
you're
it
barely
appeases
put
no
World War
one.
II yeah, and no one is happy. People who don't want to play World War II games aren't happy because they have to play this weird fucking World War II game where you're like, oh, what are these guns that seem weird?
Oh.
World War II stands, I guess. We'll use that term. Noted World War II
Know about
stand,
that
Christian
one.
Beekman,
Nah.
are not happy because
I-
they're like,
I
why is
stand
there a
the
jump
one.
bag on the M1 Garand? You're killing me inside. Look at this video of the funny British man on GameSpot who talks about
Why is
guns
there
in video games. Look at
hollow-
how much pain you are causing him.
Usually I'm pretty okay with look. It's World War II. You can't have everything period accurate. One of my favorite Battlefield game is Battlefield 1, and that's definitely
but
not period accurate. But
They at
the
least
point
stuck to
is
shit that existed.
exactly.
Like
then you
someone
play-
built this and made it. It
then you
may
play
not have
Va-
been used, but
Then you play Vanguard, and all the guns feel like they're supposed to be from Modern Warfare,
yeah.
and all the equipment items are definitely from Modern Warfare. And you're like, hey, wait a second. Why is there a hollow sight on this fucking
And when
gun?
I say it's barely World War II, I mean there's not even Axis team versus Allied team. It's literally red-blue team.
Yes.
Of these random characters. Like, it's not even World War II. You're not even doing the World War II thing.
Well, I think a bigger issue is like I could handle like red team versus blue team, but like the maps feel so generic.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
Nondescript,
this doesn't even like. Can you make me at least feel like I'm on a World War II battlefield or something like that?
You know,
I know you can do it. I played I love the old Call of Duty World War II games.
You should probably
but
use the venue that you have selected for the game when you're designing the environments for the game.
And the campaign, that game is just like, oh god.
The only FPS I need in my life is Battlefield.
They made Call of Duty World War II, and it was better than Vanguard, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because I didn't like that game either.
Oh god!
Everyone went, "Wow, that's bad."
The Laura Bailey bits were good. The fucking
we get it. You watch Critical Role, Nick. We get it.
We get it. Critical Role simp over here. I mean, like, it's real dumb. Like, she throws this stupid event where she's like creeping around this like big abandoned hotel in Stalingrad, and this German general's taunting her like, Fraulein. Like, I'm like, what is this? No!
It's a movie. It's a movie. Beekman, you have to understand, they already did it with World War II. They just wanted to make a fucking movie.
But there are good World War II movies, Nick.
Yes.
That are not this. No good World War II movie has been like this. None of them. Even the pulpy ones. Even like Kelly's Heroes or
Overlord?
What?
My favorite World War II movie, Overlord.
I heard that movie was actually good.
Yeah, I heard
Hogan's Heroes.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It's a cool horror concept. Yeah.
I can't help but think about Nick's statement, and I don't even like Dunkirk that much, but I can't help but think about Nick going in Dunkirk and being like, it's a movie. Why isn't Laura Bailey in here making jokes?
That's not what I meant. I just meant that they were doing like something more.
None of the Critical Role cast is in this one. I gotta skip it.
See, the problem is it's not
wasn't even a Critical Role thing. It was that the reviews literally said they enjoyed the fucking Russian operator bits, which was Laura Bailey.
That's because the reviews were written by you.
But the problem is, Nick, is like it's not over the top in like an Inglourious Basterds sense, because they take that game completely straight. Like there are so many like. This is meant to be our solemn moment. This is like, and there's also like this part where you're shot down Navy pilot over like I forget what it might be one of the various I watched this playthrough months ago, so I don't remember the deal. And then you meet up with this segregated black army unit, and they're there to teach you flyboys about what it's like on the ground. And I'm like, this was ill-advised. It's like, the black people showed the white guy about teach him a life lesson. I'm like, what? We're doing this.
At the end of the message, they hand you a DVD copy of Green Book, and they're like, "This is gonna win Best Picture."
Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm not saying don't like talk about like, because obviously, like this experience of
it was poorly handled.
Black Americans in World War II is very important, and obviously you should tell those stories, but. This is not telling a story. This is just using them as a prop in your weird. We gotta find the guy who's more evil than Hitler. He's more smarter. He's gonna make the Fourth Reich.
Mega Hitler.
That's one more. I'm not kidding. This is the plot of the video game.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. And like, is that also like part of what's incorporated into the fucking fucked up zombie storyline for this game?
I don't fucking.
Because I heard that they fucked that up too, which is like the most amazing part to me. Is like,
I wouldn't surprise me.
They made Cold War Zombies good, like really good apparently, and then they made this game, and the zombies was really fucking bad apparently, which sucks. I hate to hear that.
Let's just go back to Zombies Arcade from Black Ops. Why not?
I'm sure they put that in Cold War somewhere. Yeah. Like, they got.
I'm pretty sure Zombies Arcade is somewhere in.
Look, I just need them to start doing the thing they used to call it a game, which is just blatantly rip off scenes from films, and just like, look, I'd rather play your World War II game where it's like, here's our scene which we blatantly stole from the movie Fury. I'm like, yeah, this is great, fun, awesome. World War II fun.
So what scenes have they not ripped off yet that you'd like to see them rip off in their newer World War II video games?
You do Fury. If you want it to be real, Dunkirk. You could do some real ballsy stuff.
But okay.
What?
Wait,
no. Dunkirk evacuation didn't happen in World War II.
Sorry, I was thinking of 1917.
You're thinking of 1917.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, you could rip off scenes from 1917 and put them in a World War II context.
Yeah, I don't.
No one's gonna
no
care.
one would notice.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there's a ton of
Scenes
movies
from
you could
Wonder
do.
Woman.
It's better than the shit you're doing now. Yeah, I guess.
I want the part where Wonder Woman beats up everybody in the mall.
Oh God!
I like the part where Wonder Woman
That's all I
84
remember
where.
from
All right,
1984.
we've talked
like
about a game that's already come out. Let's talk about
The next
game
World
that-
War II Call of Duty is about how the Nazi got a hold of the wishing
I
stone
guess
from 1984.
I'll quickly touch on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm very interested where they go with it because it seems like Modern Warfare 2019 was like the real game that reinvigorated Call of Duty as a brand. So I'm interested how they follow that up. They've also said some very interesting, like there's been a lot of rumors. It's hilarious how like Vanguard come out and then before like no one's thinking about Vanguard, they're like, all right, what's happening in the next Call of Duty game? So there's a ton of
Even
rumors that
more
they're
kids are going to lose their parents, and you're going to have to go through even more fields of tear gas to save your
Well,
brother.
no. This game is apparently set in Colombia when you fight in the cartels, and in the story
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
I don't
in
They
the
just
know.
ruined
story
the
there are
Encanto
quote
reference.
there are quote Jacob there are quote no winners.
Oh wow!
Beekman, I'm gonna fucking leave this call. It's so funny. Literally every time they're like they put out the game and they're like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have made Colombia all about the cartels again. We're sorry. And then like 2 years later, they're like, so anyway, our game is set in Latin America and it's about the cartels. And we got the cartels stole something bad and the PsyOps guys have to go in and stop them.
The problem is that they keep throwing like darts at dartboards to figure out where they're gonna set their next game, and then whenever it lands in Latin America, they're like, all right, what's our villain gonna be? The cartels.
Mexico.
All right, let's
The
go.
cartels. Yeah. They don't want to have to explain. They don't want to have to explain what FARC is to people.
This
That's
time
what
they
we're
just
coming.
make it Bolsonaro.
Yeah.
It's set
or
in Brazil.
Bolsonaro. Yeah.
Oh my god, they
It's
couldn't,
literally
they couldn't
that
you know,
easy.
go after.
I'm surprised
any
more
of the-
games just haven't done like, you're invading Venezuela because you know.
Ooh,
I would play
Vuvuzela.
that game.
Venezuela. There was that. There
We're
Mercenaries 2
gonna
did
fight
that.
the inflation, guys. We're gonna fight it. The hyperinflation. We're gonna beat it.
But the
The
other,
thing
they
that's
said
really
there's gonna be like an Escape from Tarkov-esque mode in this game called DMZ, which sounds crazy. There was another rumor of a mode that was
It's set in
like
North Korea.
aping Rainbow Six Siege destruction and like team roles, and I'm like, wow.
Sounds
The
like
team
you're
roles
gonna
thing
be able to
understand.
kind of seems weird, but the destruction thing is true because they did start putting destruction in Vanguard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so maybe that'll have, and then like, you know, they said a bunch of others, you know, obviously I'll have Warzone integration. I gotta ask though, I was like, they have to like, with this game, like, they gotta like reset Warzone at some point. They have to say, okay,
All the dumb shit that's happened in Warzone is gone.
like we're starting fresh with just this game's guns and mechanics because like
yeah, because like the roster of
there's
weapons
gonna be
has
like
gotten so
800,000. There's gonna be like you're gonna be able to use fucking 1911 pistols from like fucking 5 different video games in this, and it's just like, what are we doing?
Oh god! I mean, I'm sure
Dude,
that
I got
would-
I got the one from 1980s, and you got the one from 1952. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
sure.
what's
I'm sure
happening?
some fucking gun nuts would be happy to have that though. They'd be like, "Oh, we can fucking compare
It
all
just
our
seems like a
fucking
nightmare.
1911s."
It just seems like a nightmare to balance. So it's
Yeah,
like,
oh,
okay,
for
the guns
sure.
in the metaverse.
so like we got a new game engine. We got an
My
upgraded
NFT.
engine this year. Just like upgrade Warzone, and just like, okay, this cycle of games,
Yeah.
fresh
Yeah.
start.
Well,
and then,
that's what I thought they were going to do because when they were like hinting at like we're gonna nuke Warzone because Cold War, you know, nukes, haha.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they were like, and by nuke we mean we're just gonna add more stuff and leave it exactly the same.
and
you're like,
gave it an
what?
80s coat of paint.
Have they like updated the map at all? Like I don't
Yeah.
play Warzone.
Well,
so.
Yeah,
that was the
so
thing. They nuked the
They have
map.
a new map this year.
Yeah.
They have a new
Okay.
map
Oh,
this
they
year
have
that's
another new
completely
map.
different.
Okay.
That's a Pacific Island called Caldera. And
Okay.
But then they still have all the
Exactly
fucking
what
same
we all
guns.
wanted.
Jesus.
Yeah.
yes, you can still bring in like the same guns from so like metas get weird where like there are just guns that are broken. The new guns
And with
are
a new
broken.
with a new map, that's crazy. They literally have the option. Sorry, I'm just freaking out and I cut you off. I'm sorry, but
Go
I'm
ahead.
just
Go ahead.
having
Yeah,
a-
you're
I'm
right.
having an aneurysm when they literally have the capabilities for in a new map to design the loot drops in that map to just not include newer guns, and so it's
Also,
like,
they don't, but like if you because it's Warzone is a connected thing, like I can still like bring in guns.
You can bring your
from
loadouts.
2019
you can
Modern
bring your
Warfare.
oh, that's
And,
right. You have the
yeah.
loadout system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Just get rid of
that's the
loadouts.
main
Problem
thing.
solved.
And so like balance patches and like
Okay.
also because Warzone is hooked in these other games, they're just breaking other games. So apparently Modern Warfare 2019 regular multiplayer is broken right now. Like it's bugged to shit. You can somehow use the Vanguard guns in the 2019 multiplayer, which is supposed to happen. Some people, but I saw a ton of videos of people with the bug where they jump into the match and they can't play because the select loadout screen like keeps popping up and won't stay closed.
Oh god.
So they literally can't like. It's like you are breaking games that previously worked fine when they came out.
But yeah, NFT fucking
NFT
inter-game
that shit's
NFT
just gonna
shit
work,
is gonna work. Yeah.
It's just gonna work.
No problem.
No
It
problem.
just works. I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let this turn into the NFT podcast.
No.
I have to talk about too many times.
I wanna-
We gotta talk
This is the one
about.
thing I'm not gonna say anything else.
We gotta talk about.
Cowards, you're
Hey.
cowards.
Can I just say I'm really you guys remember that one fucking cat game that like was on some Sony reveal around E3?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, the
excited
one
for
That's
that.
coming out
Yeah.
this year. I'm super pumped for it.
Oh,
I really
fuck.
hope
What
you
is
can
it called?
customize
What
the
is it
cat.
called?
I
Stray.
don't know what you're talking about.
Right?
Stray,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that channel looked cool.
I'm
That
I'm
game
really
looked cool.
excited for that. I want to make
Oh,
oatmeal
this is cute.
in that game.
Yeah, you literally just walk around as a cat. I hope it does well. Like this.
Yeah.
This legitimately just looks like a really cute concept and a really cool world to do it in. So.
I'm hoping
It might
For a
be the
new-
reason why I buy a PS5.
SOCOM.
Ty,
Sony, please. You want
Imagine
me
being
to buy
able
a
to buy a
PS5?
PS5.
New SOCOM.
But
Well,
if
yeah.
they do that,
Apparently,
that's
Sony.
Just
is
buy
still-
PS4 instead.
Well, Sony's still building. They're still building
Yeah.
PS4s.
I have a PS4 somewhere at my dad's. I don't know where the hell it is.
In
at the
contrast with
moment, but-
Microsoft, who has apparently said, "Yeah, we're Xbox One production is
Done.
Xbox One, more like
done.
Xbox done.
Yeah, got him.
They're also done with.
Fucked.
I mean, I'm assuming they've been done with 360s for a while.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah,
They've been
Yeah.
years.
I
Years
would
at this
think
point.
it would be really funny if they started producing more 360s, but not ones.
they
They're
pulled,
they're
like,
just
the-
like
they
nobody
pulled, like,
liked
the
the ones,
NVIDIA.
so we're just gonna get rid of that, and then we're just gonna bring back the 360 because everybody loved that, and we're gonna try and fucking manufacture these fucking Series X's and S's, but
Yes.
there's not gonna be any fucking.
They
chips,
don't.
so.
But that's what's funny. That's kind of what's happened. Is that
Yeah.
funny enough?
Yeah, they stopped.
Now Game
producing
Pass
it.
is an even bigger money maker for Microsoft because they're like, well, no one's gonna buy consoles now because there's no consoles to buy. So
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
wanted to give us $10 a
Easy
month?
fix.
I legitimately, I think I'm gonna keep coughing up the extra money to do Game Pass Ultimate because the ability to stream with xCloud is gonna be really fucking nice
Yeah.
for my laptop
Cool.
and my phone.
Oh, you can. I didn't realize that.
yeah,
I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can stream.
I fucking I went to the length to fucking cough up the cash and get I think I might have shown this earlier, but I've been playing Dead Space on Thursdays with this fucking Microsoft or
Nice.
the Halo Infinite Series X
Elite controller?
like Elite controller.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very expensive, but I really, if I was gonna get a Series X controller, which you do need to play some games through xCloud because they're basically they're
I
just
just have
running
the
it
regular
on
one.
an Xbox on their servers.
Oh, pretty nice. Though.
So it needs like the
Xbox as a
it needs
service.
the Xbox controls. So I was like, if I'm gonna have to get an Xbox controller, I want to get like a nice one.
Yeah.
And so I coughed up the cash for that, and I think I'm gonna keep paying for Ultimate to be able to do that on xCloud.
Xbox controller, nice.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Series S has been. I mean, I guess. I think I wonder. I guess the cost analysis for in and with the whole chip shortage thing, like, I guess the Xbox Series S must be cheap enough for Microsoft to produce. That's just like, well, we can produce a bunch of these.
Yeah.
And we can stop making one, and like this will just be here's our
It'll be the stopgap.
cheaper entry level account.
Yeah.
And apparently it
Yeah.
sold really well this holiday season.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
For
it's because you were actually
it's
able to-
legitimately, again, like, especially combined with Game Pass, where you can just do fucking streaming. If you run out of space on your console for, like, downloaded games, just stream it on Game Pass, and then you're fine. And, for $300, that's, like, a pretty damn good deal. So.
Like I've been thinking if I were to do anything right now, I'd probably pick up a Series S if I was in the market for a console.
Mhm.
But I think it also helped that it was the only one that you could get in stores this holiday season. Like
Right.
it wasn't you didn't have to go through bullshit online queues and everything. Like I could walk into a Target or a GameStop or whatever, and they had
pick it up.
Series S on the shelf.
And for all all the kids' parents that are looking for shit for Christmas, like I would assume it's probably either that or a Switch, and I don't know how available Switches are at this point. I think they're still available.
They're back in stock everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, OLEDs are difficult. Originals are easy, and lights are very easy.
So like if your kid is older than the age range demographic for a Switch, or if you already have a Switch, which is probably the case for a lot of people, and your kid wants
I think it's also the Wii at this point, or it's on track to.
Mm-hmm. But it's then the other option is the Series S, and so that's probably what people are gonna grab because it's right there. Yeah, and I mean, I would definitely not be surprised at all if the Switch surpasses the Wii. Like it's just a solid piece of hardware with good games on it. So, fucking Nintendo did it again. The mad lads.
It's comicbook.com, so take it with a grain of salt. But I did find, at least one that as of December they've shipped 101.88, which is about 200,000 more than the Wii.
God damn.
And I guess and then shipped versus sold to consumers can be a different metric. They've shipped that many to stores.
But they'll probably sell them. Just one more game that I might be looking forward to. I wanted to mention before we probably wrap up here. Dying Light is a game that I think every single I think it ticks every single box.
Pronounced
of something.
Dying Light 2. Stay human. Nick.
I was going to get there, you asshole. Let me finish. Dying Light is a game that I think I would enjoy very much, but I have never gotten around to playing. And now that Dying Light 2 is getting a lot of hype and is apparently actually going to come out now, I am curious to see how well that does, and I might
Dying Light
for 500 hours, Nick.
Yeah, apparently the fucking campaign.
So A, that number is clearly inflated. B, I didn't really have interest in Dying Light 1, but I love Dead Island. Like unironically, well, kind of ironically, because Dead Island's like intentionally stupid. But I love that how stupid it is.
Yeah.
Hoodoo your voodoo bitch. That's B-1. That's the sub point I was gonna make, and then point A is I want to do a misnomer because Nick said it's pretty hyped, and I think it is pretty hyped. But also everything I've heard out of the Dying Light production offices is that for the last year, like that studio's been on fire.
Oh no!
Like,
yikes!
Incredible.
Yeah. Let me try and look. I can't.
I mean, the game's been pushed back like years at this point, right?
Yes.
Like partially due to COVID, but also partially just due to setbacks in the studio, and so
development.
I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed.
That's right.
Crunch
Chris Avalon
once again claims
got
another studio. Sounds like. So.
Chris Avalon, the head of Dying Light 2, and a pretty famous game dev guy. Turns out the game industry has problems with people in power doing not okay things.
Whoa. Wild.
What a shocker. Gosh.
That sucks. I didn't know that. It's a bummer to hear.
Real quick before we wrap up, I just think it's really fucking funny how Pokemon fans will make issues of fucking anything. Including how it's the first time where you can see ceilings in Legends Arceus.
And
when it's not even, you could see ceilings in Pokemon X and Y.
Why are they mad about this?
Because Pokemon fans.
What are they? Are they mad that the ceilings are visible at all? What are they?
I don't.
Ceilings aren't real in Pokemon, Nick. Come on, it's canon.
Right. Oh yeah. It
more accurate mod for Arceus. We removed the ceilings.
I saw on the game subreddit they posted a new trailer for the game and people were talking about it. And it seems like, what was it? It seems like it's gonna be like Monster Hunter Rise but with Pokemon, which sounds pretty good to me. And sounds like something people will be down for.
I'm excited to see all the clips of people finding shiny Pokemon and then not being able to catch them because they just like fly away instantly and just seeing the emotional damage it causes.
Yeah. I think generally I just haven't had time to do fucking any Pokemon shit. Or even just Switch shit in general. Like there's Switch games that have come
I've
out
been
that
meaning
I
to
play,
pick up the the new remakes of Gen 4, but I haven't had time or money.
Exactly. Same.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's looks like there's a lot of good shit coming out this year.
Yeah.
And
Always great. And I think always, there's always, I think every year there's some of the games that you end up liking most, of the games you just don't even know about because they haven't been announced. They're just flying so under the radar that you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about. Sorry for cutting you off, Nick.
I was just gonna say I will also give an honorable mention to Halo Infinite, which is, I would argue, is partially kind of still coming out in 2022 because they're having to introduce like the fucking Forge
mode and
co-op and shit like down the line, and probably more multiplayer stuff. And I am looking forward to that. I am very much looking forward to Forge. I always love Forge in Halo. It's what got me into game design to begin with. So
yeah,
I want to say it. I think Halo Infinite's a good game. And I think I deserve a medal.
I need to see if
brave.
Infinite runs on my desktop. It doesn't run very well on my laptop.
Yeah. Well, that's why you gotta stream it. Stream with xCloud. Then you're big.
I've been thinking about it. I have Game Pass Ultimate right now, actually. I think.
Yeah, I would genuinely give it a shot. I've had good experience with it. So yeah.
Can you believe that Game Pass was literally like, I guess Stadia is going bankrupt. I guess we'll just do that too. And then they did, and then no one had a problem with it because they could just download the game anyway if they wanted
it's
to.
It's the classic joke about fucking PS4 has no games except with Stadia. Stadia has no games, and also their system was really stupid.
Yeah. Also, their model was completely just not
good.
Sustainable.
Yeah.
Like the cool thing about xCloud is it's like you have the option whether to download or play a lot of these games. So it's like depending what experience you want, you can pick. Also, you just pay a subscription, a flat fee,
and
you don't have to think about it.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes. I will say I've been playing Destiny 2 on Stadia just because I had.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, I know. I haven't had any issues with Stadia itself. It's just the fact that I'm playing Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Like,
I played
the tech's fine.
I played Humankind, which granted is a turn-based strategy game, so not appreciably straining the streaming capabilities. But yeah, it ran well, looks pretty good, and so I was like, with the tech itself, I'm like, yeah, this seems pretty good. It's just the way it is implemented is bad.
Dirt 5 as well. It's been fun to play the games. Like there's no issue with the tech. It's just how it presents itself, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, their monetization or the business model or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't closed it down yet, which is honestly very surprising knowing Google. So
yeah, congrats to Google for not closing Stadia yet.
We'll see if they
they've closed down part of Stadia though.
Oh, have they?
You mean the original game studios?
Yeah, the game studio and all of that are gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, oh well.
Did you not get deported yet, or?
He's not working at the. He was working on the tech. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I know.
But anyways, yeah, we'll see what lies in store for Stadia, I guess. But more on topic, what lies in store for games in 2022? There's a lot of stuff that. I think you had mentioned a good thing there, Beaks. With there's a lot of probable surprises that we haven't seen on the big list.
Sony announcing a new SOCOM game.
Yeah, definitely. That was the indie game I was thinking of when I was trying to come up with ideas of
Hey, you want to sell me that PS5?
Yeah. All right.
Beekman, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna say new SOCOM these nuts, and then they're gonna put a big up picture of you up there. Wow. I feel like this guy got tricked. He really thought.
And that's where we're gonna cut it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
I'm gonna become unreasonable after that.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Minor announcement: I'm doing more streaming. I'm streaming tomorrow. We're gonna do some Sea of Thieves with Tori. She's gonna
wait. You guys are doing Sea of Thieves?
So yeah, I mean, you're welcome to stop by.
I will buy Game Pass to play Sea of Thieves.
Dude, I'll join you for that.
Actually, do you need people for that stream, Nick? I will re-up my.
Yes. So the idea is that we're just going to be
might be busy tomorrow. Never mind. I'm sorry, I lied.
I am
more
not
long form, just casual gaming, cooperative or competitive stuff.
As long
if you do more Sea of Thieves, let me know. Then I will be.
As long as I am where I need to be for classes and all that, tomorrow, I will totally join you.
Sure.
For Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we'll just be, we'll be on Discord, so just hop in and.
Where is my wallet?
Screw up. But yeah, check out that. We're gonna be doing that on Sundays. It's gonna be a chill time, so roll through. But with that out of the way, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, and peace out.